So this African man is going viral right now, right? Because he owns a contracting company in Virginia, right? So he hires a lot of, Latinos, right? So he said that the Latinos keep snitching on him on the black Americans, right? Trying to get them fired. Yeah, trying to get them fired, right? So they could bring in more Latinos into the company, right?
Because who are working in my company. I'm a black man. I own a company. I hire a Latino. The Latino comes back and complain about the African Americans because the Latino thinks because I'm African, I don't have any relationship with the African American. The Latino comes to me and tell me that you are an immigrant. I'm an immigrant. That African American cannot work. I have Jose, I have Gonzalez, my brothers who know how to work very well. You need to fire the African Americans and I will bring a lot of hardworking Latinos who work for your company. This is my company as a black man. My company. I was a contractor at Quantico Marine Base in Virginia. A contractor for General Electrics. And the Latino workers that are hired, they are snitching on the African American workers that are hired for me to fire the African Americans so they can bring Latinos to take their place. Because white Americans have been living with African Americans even from the day when our ancestors came from Africa as enslaved people. White Americans will work with African Americans who want to work. Latinos will not work with African Americans who want to work. There's a difference. There's a difference. White Americans will work with African Americans who want to work. But Latinos will not work with African Americans who want to work. Latinos only work with Latino. So if you ask me, I can tell you that from my own personal self, that Latinos are more discriminatory and racist towards African Americans than even.
Y'all want to know the game this Latinos run on this African dude, right? He said, come on, man, you're an immigrant. We immigrants. We got to look out. They said, immigrant unity, brother. These black men, they lazy, bro. They clocking, they coming late, they leave early, bro. I could bring you Juan and Jose over here, bro. They're going to work twice as hard for half the price, bro. What are we doing here, man? And oh my God, are black people furious in that comment section, right? But it was an interesting that he said, right? He said they kept snitching on black Americans. They were snitching. If you're snitching, it means that the individual is probably doing something they're not supposed to be doing. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he kept saying that they're snitching on them. You don't snitch on somebody who gets there on time, right? Stays late if they have to, works hard and buzz that. You don't snitch on a hardworking person, you know what I'm saying? So I couldn't really quite understand the video. I don't know if this dude was like trying to pander to the black American community, but why would you say that they're snitching on black Americans? What is it a snitch on, bro, if they work hard? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, everybody in the comments is losing. They're talking about this is what they do, man. They're looking out for their own people. This and this and that. And it's like, bro, that's what everybody does. Everybody looks for their own people, man. If you ever look at whoever's in charge of an organization and you look at the people around them, that's going to be a reflection of those. But them saying, yo, you're an immigrant, I'm an immigrant, I got my cousin, they just came across the border, bro. Twice the work, half the price. Hey, if you want it, you take it. If not, you keep dealing with your
Hello fam, how are you doing? I hope you're doing amazing. Thank you so much for the love and support. I do appreciate. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for the love and support. I don't take it for granted. If you're new to this channel, feel at home. I love visitors so much. Yeah, let's grow together. Just be part of us by subscribing, turn on notifications, so anytime I upload a new video, you are going to be notified. In today's video, we are going to comment on this African man who feels like Latinos, they are so snitchy, you know, they keep on snitching on the African Americans who are working in the same place, and he feels like, no, this ain't right, this ain't good, you know. So let's watch this video till the end, then come back with more comments, and kindly let me know what you think about this video in the comment section, and let's have a conversation. Don't forget to share with your friends, let them also know what's going on out here. So without much ado, let's watch this video till the end, then come back with more comments.
Usually mind my business, but there's a man on TikTok, and his name is Apostle Obi, and he's an African man that owns a construction company. And he says that he hired Latinos and blacks, and the Latinos always trying to get the black people fired on his job sites so they can replace the black people with Latinos. He even said that Latino people are so discriminatory against black people, they're not even willing to work with black people who want to work. He said even white Americans will work with black people who want to work, but the Latinos only want to work with the Latinos. They are very discriminatory against black people. And it's like, people want to say that I'm just making this shit up, but I'm not making it up, bro. Here it is, an actual contractor who owns his company. And if he didn't own his company, the Latinos would probably be trying to get his ass up out of there too. So when y'all say that the Latinos not taking jobs and they not doing this and they not doing that, stop it. Stop the lies, bro. They are literally, they do that shit. They gatekeep. They gatekeep like a motherfucker. Like a motherfucker. So it's just like, bro, like, he even went as far as saying that they come to him like, hey, we're all immigrants, so, you know, fire the black Americans. Don't give them a job. I got some more immigrants that could come work for you for less. Like, what? What the fuck? That shit's crazy to me.
Finally, black people are starting to get Hispanics as a whole. Not every single black person was unaware of this, but I'm glad as a whole, as a collective, everybody, both African, black, whatever you are, you're starting to get that these people do not like you. They do not care about you. They don't care about your existence. They conspire to kick you kicked out. They don't mind being a buffer class to the white Americans. Like, they're anti-progress. They hate us Africans even more too. Like, at least they kind of like will steal the culture from black Americans. They hate Africans even more. Like, to be honest, like, they hate Africans because Africans is like, oh, you're a black immigrant too, so you think you're better than us? Like, no way. Like, we treat you like nothing. You don't have no mouth in South America. Can't even open your mouth you can't even open your mouth in Central America as if you look like this. You can't even be anything. They'll just block you. It just now that Colombia finally had a black, I think it was either black female or black vice president. They will block you out. Like, these people are they're worse, bro. Like, and we need to make them respect us by the way we come together and stop looking for validation for these people. These people have colonial DNA in them. It courses through their veins, and it's also the leading dominant perspective in their culture. You can't. These people are anti-black. Like, and they don't assimilate. They don't want to mix with you. They don't want you to mix with them. They're not going to mix into the American culture like other races, like the Asians, even Arabs, even the Indian Americans. Like, you see the way they assimilate compared to like a Hispanic American. Like, they don't assimilate into the system. They have no regard to doing that. Their backyard is right here. They don't care. Like, you know, and also they come from a very prideful culture. Like, so I'm telling y'all gotta be aware, man. These people they're not your allies. They used you for what they needed. They got the population now, and they already got the income, and now they think they're better than every black person. Because, like, I be laughing at them because I'm just being honest, like, Nigerians out-earn Hispanics. So I'm just like, and it pissed them off, like, you know, when you don't fit that broke black narrative. Like, that makes them even more angry. Like, but the truth of the matter is, this doesn't stand for all Hispanic people, but Hispanics, including even black Hispanics, already know this is true.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell y'all, I finally got fired. And it's exactly what he's saying. The Hispanics at my job, they have been working diligently for the 3 years that I have been there, that I had been there, because I'm currently fired, diligently for 3 years. And everybody would talk shit about this one particular executive management person, but I always knew that nigga had my back. There was a one point in time in this job where I had 3 final fucking warnings. They was on my ass. But the niggas, the Caribbean niggas, made sure that it didn't go no further than that. And guess what changed? The newest executive management member, Hispanic. So I finally got fired. And I love that for me. And I love that for me. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because what you don't know is that shit's illegal. It's very much illegal. So, yay me.
I'm not gonna lie, you messy as hell. Like, real talk. So, you're the owner of this black company, right? And you're telling me that you have the power to rectify this situation where the Latinos are dry snitching on the African Americans. So, in creating this hostile work environment, so why wouldn't you fire the Latinos and bring in more African Americans? If that's the case. So you just letting all this bullshit happen. So you need the Latinos because they work harder for less. They're gonna get the job done. That's gonna reflect beautifully on you. Sounds like beautiful.
So what are your thoughts about this video? I think this is a very brave man, and he should just have confronted this person who was telling him to fire the African Americans and tell him, no, this ain't good. Why do you want me to do this? You know, because it's so bad. We know all Latinos, what they want is to build their community. They really want to build their community. We know that mostly, even at workplaces, you won't get that opportunity, and maybe you have a brother, you have a sister, you'll feel like, yes, let me bring in my sister, my cousin, my brother, he fits this work, or let me bring someone who's from my community. We know all these things usually happen, but just confronting this person, and you know that yes, he's an African American, you know, we are all immigrants, so I have someone who has just crossed the border and he will accept low payment, double work. Oh my God, that's so crazy. Even the courage of doing that, I really don't know. You know, yes, there was a fight between African Americans and the Black Americans, but it ain't there, guys. We are united. We are one. We are speaking one voice. So for you saying that and to think that yes, this man, since he's successful, he's going to listen to you and let the African Americans go, it's so bad. It's so bad. It's really bad. You just pray that, I hope that these Latinos who are crossing the border, maybe one day they are going to get somewhere to work. They are also going to get their jobs. But you're saying that these people, they are not working hard so that you can bring in your people. It's so bad. It's really bad. And let me tell you, if you don't know, Africans are so hardworking. It doesn't matter if you're in Africa or if you're in America. We are hardworking, and with that I can really testify. We are really hardworking, and that's why we are all over. When you go to India, you'll find black community over there. When you go to Asia, we have a lot of black community over there. We are like everywhere. In America, see the Jamaicans, see the Haitians, see the in Barbados, all these black people, they were taken there just for work. So what does that mean? We are so much hardworking. So I think the Latinos, that thing of hatred, that I really don't know if I have to say the hatred, or because it feels like they really have a big thing with Africans, or a big thing with African Americans, you know. It's so bad. And sometimes they shall say, we ain't black, we ain't black. So this one will make you believe how racist these people are, you know. They're so much racist, so much racist. Because how can you just go to your employer, he's an African American, you're just telling them, no, you have to fire these ones, I'm going to bring you hardworking people from my community. Where do you want these African Americans to go? Where do you really want them to go? That's being so selfish. That's so selfish. Oh my God, that's so bad. Kindly let me know, maybe if I'm overreacting, kindly let me know what you think about the Latinos, because a lot of people have really been complaining, mostly the African Americans. They have really been complaining that this is what mostly they experience at work. The Latinos, they keep on snitching on them. They keep on snitching on them. Then you wonder, why should you snitch on someone? Is it that you want a job promotion? Is it that you think that your salary will go high? Why are you going to snitch on someone? Yeah, so these things are happening and a lot of people have been complaining. So it was really nice, and I think it was really brave for this man to just kind of just saying he's apostle, yeah, for him just to come out and address these issues. You Latinos, you have to change. And when you are on the streets trying to protest against the deportation, you're now trying to bring in the black people, saying, why are they not coming to help us with this fight? Why are they so silent? When you do such things, do you want them to still come out and help you, maybe in protesting? Do you still want them to still come out and help you with your opinions? You know, it's so bad. It's really bad. We have to change. We are one, and this color should never divide us. It should never divide us. And when we go to history, we are so powerful as Africans, you know. We are so powerful, but despite us being looked down upon, it's so sad. That one has just made me to feel like, no, this ain't really nice. Just snitching on someone for them to be fired so that you can bring someone that you know, you feel like they're not working good. I'm going to bring someone who will work double and low wages. It's so bad. Yeah, so that was it. Kindly let me know what you also think in the comment section, and let's have a conversation. You know, yeah, I love answering those chats, reading your thoughts out. I really love that. So don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe if you have not. So bye. I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye.